What's up everyone, OJ here, welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be going over all of the February games for the Nintendo Switch, and I'm not sure what happened, guys. Nintendo snapped or something because there are a large number of big games. We've got 2 exclusives in addition to 1 major third-party game. Plus, we're going to be going over all the different titles here. So let's go ahead and get right into this.
Run me through, hold on, think again, don't you know what you're expecting? But you sure got that clue, how bad this will go, don't you know, no more art. And as you look to the horizon, not the cloud, but the stormy weather's got too cold. Seems like it took that out of nowhere, all around you, it's not quite what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for life. You're done but the time it takes you, your life yet I'm 2 steps ahead, yeah. So you step into my way, stand down. It's a trap, 1 step, and you're dead. Why just a second I go clear blue skies, but no lightning speculative reason. It's not an accident that no one hears your cries as your mind drifts to dissolve. You never see it coming.
Now, starting off hot, let's discuss Persona 5 Strikers. This is a follow-up to Persona 5 that's not on the Nintendo Switch yet. But even if you haven't played Persona 5, you still might want to check this game out. Now, there is a Japanese demo that if you have a Japanese Nintendo Switch account, which is very easy to make, there's plenty of tutorials online, you can go download the demo and try it out for yourself. This is not a turn-based game like Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal. What it is that it uses all of the different elements from Persona 5, the characters, the music, the personas, the abilities, all of that, but makes it into a fast-paced action RPG. And no, not a Warriors game, but a fast-paced action RPG with some of the Warriors combat elements put into the game. It really does feel like they created a brand new style of game that's unique with an action RPG to the Persona franchise. And I feel that it's a great dynamic between the turn-based game and also with this one right here and Strikers. I really love what they've done with the game from what I've played. You have an assortment of different persona that you can use. You have a lot of different difficulty levels. And even if you're a newcomer, you can hop right into this and enjoy and have fun. there's depth within the combat. There's a lot of strategy that you can use. There's platforming in the game, and there's different abilities like sneaking around and kind of getting your jump start on your attacks. It's not what you'd expect it to be, and that is absolutely awesome with the game. Now, from my playtime, it does seem like this is going to be a very in-depth game with plenty of content. Now, if you're not really into like the social links and the free time and some of the other stuff that Persona 5 did, this game doesn't have all of that. It's really more of a linear experience to where you have some open-ended areas to where you can walk around and do everything, but really the mission progression is going from one spot to another spot within that level and completing your objective in an overall arcing story. So to me, I think it's a perfect mix and balance compared to the traditional Persona, which you pretty much get a lot of downtime, you have the social links, you have a bunch of other things, whereas this one kind of just throws you into the action, which fits the gameplay more because the gameplay is fast-paced. The gameplay is all about doing crazy combos. The gameplay is about unleashing super attacks and everything. I absolutely love the title, and I think that it's going to do very well across every platform that it's on, but especially on the Nintendo Switch here. Now, the next game that I want to discuss is Bravely Default 2. This is a game that I'm absolutely in love with as well. I played the original Bravely Default. I felt that it was one of the best games on the Nintendo 3DS. Bravely Second is okay, but I think that they've returned to form here with Bravely Default 2 and what they're doing. I love this old school RPG, and that's what this is. This is a turn-based old school RPG. There is a demo up that you can play right now on the eShop if you're interested in it. And what this game does better to me than a lot of other games is that it retains that old school Final Fantasy feel of jobs and classes and variety. There are so many different jobs in the game. So many of you guys have played Octopath Traveler. Well, Octopath Traveler and how the battle system works in that game is based off of Bravely Default. And this game has way more different classes than what Octopath had. There's, I think, like 30 or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but there's so many different classes or jobs that you can use. You can have 2 per fighter and switch between them on the fly, in addition to storing up, using extra attacks if you need to, or storing them up and saving them to unleash on your foes. I think that this game does so many things right, from the aesthetics and the music, which they got the original composer back from Bravely Default 1, and just a huge story as well. And if it's anything like Bravely Default 1, the twists and turns are going to be so good in this game. So I'm really looking forward to Bravely Default 2. I think it's going to do fantastic, and I think that the Bravely franchise definitely needed this HD jump. Going from the 3DS all the way to the Nintendo Switch is a big jump considering they skipped the Wii U, but this was the time to do it, and the game does look absolutely amazing. I'm loving the quality of life features that they already kind of put in. And another cool thing about this game is that they actually listened to the gamers' feedback. Everybody that played the demo, you were able to go in there and tell them, hey, this needs to be adjusted, or I don't know about this. And they took all of that feedback and adjusted a number of things in addition to just making the game better based off of what they saw themselves. So the developers are on board in terms of making this the best game that they can get, and it's coming out in February. So you guys should definitely check it out. Bravely Default 2. Last but definitely not least, we've got Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. What else can we say about this game, guys? This is going to be absolutely spectacular. I've already been gushing about this game in various different videos, but let's start off with everything that it does new. Then we'll get into the core nucleus of the game and what makes it so great, because I played this back on the Wii U, but every single new screenshot or gameplay video that I see just makes me say, wow, that seems amazing, and wow, that's better than what I remember when I played it. And I played the heck out of this game on the Wii U. I beat it multiple times. So the new stuff is improved gameplay tweaking. So the game got tweaked to actually be faster. So for all of you speedrunners out there, or just people that like to move a little bit quicker in your games, this was already a pretty quick Mario game, and now it's even better with some more speed per character. Plus, you also have the characters that already have the natural speed balances, like Toad being the fastest, Mario being at balance speed, Peach being a bit slower but can float. So I think it's pretty cool that they went in and retweaked the speed of the game to play a bit faster and also better. You also have to add in here, we've got brand new online multiplayer. Up to 4 players online can go at it, and the added 4-player Captain Toad mode as well. So when you do go to the Captain Toad levels, it's not just going to be a single player affair. Everybody can get in on that. This was one of the biggest issues that people had with Super Mario 3D World when it originally released back on the Wii U, was that there's no online multiplayer to play with your friends. Well, now they actually got that in there. Now, the biggest thing that they're adding into this game is definitely the Bowser's Fury extra part. Now, this isn't going to be a huge 20-hour expansion or 10-hour expansion. I think it's going to be a few hours if you want to just go through it. Maybe if you want to 100% it, it's going to be a bit longer. But still, from what they've shown, it just looks spectacular. The graphics in the game and what they've done with the different ambient lights and everything they do and the colors that it just shows, it looks so vibrant, but at the same time can look sinister as well. So I love that they did that. The overall 1080p resolution, bumping it up from 720p to 1080p, is definitely going to be better for people out there with bigger TVs. Obviously, you have 4K TVs now, whereas back in 2013 when the game launched, 4K wasn't really yet a thing for everybody affordably at that point. So to me, I think they've made all the right moves with this game, from tweaking the gameplay, adding online multiplayer, adding in an expansion in there, and just doing so many different things to make the experience better for gamers. So this might be the best Wii U to Switch port yet. We have to wait and see when it comes out in February, but it might be the best one. So what are you guys' thoughts on all the different games that are launching in February on the Nintendo Switch? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the links in the description. We've got Twitter. Go and give us a follow on there. Stay up to date on all the latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.